Now, on the issue of procurement, then this took place yesterday. This is the Defence and Security Equipment International Conference being launched by the Procurement Minister. Now, of course, this follows the House of Commons Defence Committee report that was worried about the Royal Air Force not having enough aircraft. So it's a bit ironic, perhaps, that he's standing in front of a typhoon there. But the Defence Committee said in its report that on aviation procurement, that the British combat fleet now only provides a boutique capability and lacks numerical depth, and it has an inadequate attrition reserve. So we have nothing effectively. So you've been talking about tanks. It's the same in the air. And in fact, we've got a smaller Air Force capability now than Italy. But anyway, bring that back on screen for a second. This is the Defence Procurement Minister. Let's bring him on screen. James Cartlidge, this is what he had to say. Now, we love a good acronym in the Ministry of Defence, he said, and I've actually invented one here, PIP. The first is PACE, so the first P stands for PACE. If you doubted the rapid transformation we're seeing on the battlefield, you only need to look at the way Ukrainians are deploying drones and uncrewed systems to target and destroy the enemy. Is this guy delusional?
Well, they are doing it, Mike, but of course the scale on which the Ukrainians are doing it is nothing compared to the scale and accuracy that the Russians are doing it. So we focus on this war as if it's only Ukraine involved. What he should be looking at is the progress the Russians have made.
Okay, so let's have a look at the I of PIP then. So here he is. The second element of our approach is the I in PIP, draws us neatly back to the theme of the conference itself, integration. Producing equipment at the speed of relevance requires greater integration with industry. And this is what this conference is about, Defence and Security Equipment International Conference. This is the fusion, the merging of defence, political defence and industry defence. This is the rebuilding of the military-industrial complex. And we'll see the scale of that in the future. And then he went on to say, that brings me to the third and final dimension, international partnerships. If there's one thing we've learned in the last 2 years, we simply can't go it alone. So what are they attempting to do here, Brian? Build the one world military in front of our eyes here, with merging of government and defence industry, plus the merging of governments yes.
Well, the main thing I pick up from this is that we can't go it alone. We've been told this for years. So as a nation that could build ships, build aircraft, build rockets, build radar systems, all of a sudden our own government told us how useless we were. We could not produce this material. But if we look at North Korea, let's come back to North Korea. North Korea is clearly producing equipment that the UK can't produce. Why? They must have invested in their own infrastructure and their own expertise. So this is the UK government deliberately destroying this country from the inside so that we have to team up with other nation states and in particular with other commercial organisations. So I agree.
Yes, and interoperability has been a key theme of Ministry of Defence doctrine for the last lot of years. So let's bring Patrick Sanders, the Chief of the he's not Chief of the Defence Staff, I do apologise, Chief of the General Staff, back on screen. And it says here, since the invasion of Ukraine, Putin's Russia is increasingly isolated. I think it's not. We're just about to have a look at that. And the world is tiring of its disinformation narrative. So again, he's not really looking at reality. So let's just bring reality back on screen. Because as we mentioned last week, with the expansion of BRICS, we're now talking about 3.7 billion people that are looking in the direction of Russia and China, including the Russian and Chinese populations, of course. So Russia is not isolated at all, and this is just delusion on the part of British military elite.
Well, and I think that is the problem, delusion. Okay, well, if you like what the UK column does, please support us, come and join us, take out a subscription and join the community where you can talk to other people and swap information. You might also like to make a purchase from the UK column shop. That would be of great help to us. And of course, we always say, please share the information. The whole point of reporting is to allow other people to check our information and to share it with other individuals.